Hello there, good to see you again. Ian Cathcart, Flemington Hallside Parish Church Minister, and this is Thought for the Day. And it's almost the weekend, whatever that means. Basically, I've been reflecting on the viewpoint and the tips for living of one particular group from an article in the Times newspaper, specifically because they've lived in lockdown, well, some of them since the early 1980s. In other words, when you're a nun in a convent, lockdown is pretty much exactly what you live all the time. And the thing, some of them are obviously kind of attitudinal changes, and you recognize that makes sense. And even if you can't necessarily do it, you think, yeah, that's a good idea. This next one, well, just listen. Read poetry at breakfast every day. Not totally sure. I'm not sure if Wordsworth and Rice Krispies are necessarily going to set your day off differently from the rest, but, well, listen to what they say. Often I'll read a poem first thing in the morning. It doesn't have to be religious. It's like having your breakfast at a deeper level than the breakfast you normally eat, because it's nourishing you in a different way. Our society tends to have a very sanguine view of poetry. What I remember specifically at a kind of general level, I think it was Radio 4, I think it was Poetry Please, but I can't remember for sure. And the interviewer was asking the poet, it's kind of vague and airy-fairy. Lots of people write write novels instead. Why do you write poetry? And he said, because I'm quite busy and I have to be efficient with my time. I don't have time to write novels. But the economy and the compactness of poetry means that's what I do. There's a lot crammed in to not a lot. And so what it means is not a lot can end up having quite a big impact. Of course, there is, Scripture tends to have its own poetry book. There's poetry in lots of different places. This is a book that I've waved in front of people before. This is Timothy Keller and his wife. A year of daily devotions in the Psalms. Please don't get worried. I just need to stop going into the garage. That's the main thing. But once the stewar's gone from my throat, then we'll be fine. So, this is a scripture reading, but it's certainly poetry. And so I thought it would actually be appropriate just to spend some time reading poetry. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there, your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me, and the light will become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for darkness is light to you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame will not be hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I am awake, I am still with you. If only you, God, would slay the wicked. Away from me, you who are bloodthirsty. They speak of you with evil intent. Your adversaries misuse your name. Do I not hate those who hate you, Lord, and abhor those who are in rebellion against you? I have nothing but hatred for them. I count them my enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. Realize it is to do with your personality type. Different writings will affect people in different ways. So maybe it is Fifth Business and the Deptford trilogy that you need to be going to see the spirituality through a person's life and see the narrative and the drama unfolding in a novel style. But sometimes it is the economy of words where the poetic flourish just connects in a way. Whatever it is, find a way of seeking to give God permission to come into your life and provoke and reflect, to get you to ponder and see things from a different perspective. Because when you do that, the poetry is doing what it's meant to do, which is just kind of metaphorically pull the rug from under your feet and allow you to see the world from a different perspective. We seem to be seeing the world just now from a monotonous, somewhat negative perspective. Recognize, as unusual as it might be, maybe poetry is just the thing to get you where you need to be, reflecting and thinking the whole day through on some throwaway line that maybe wasn't that throwaway after all. Good to see you. Hope this day's been a good day and will be a good day. And I'm not going in the garage today for sure. Above all else, go with God, because I know He goes with you. See you soon. Bye-bye.